My name's Marcus and welcome to the next episode of Your Charisma Coach. It's finally here. So today I'm going to talk to you about those rare people you meet who are able to just pull you into their world as you talk to them. They're the people that just exude charm. Clinton is a prime example. In fact, you'll see in this footage right now his ability to talk to a member of the audience at the debate he's at and absolutely draw her into his world. Let's check it out.
About it by stimulating the export, investing more, better education system. Thank you. Glad to clarify.
Tell me how it's affected you again. You know people who've lost their jobs and lost their homes? Well, I've been governor of a small state for 12 years. I'll tell you how it's affected me. Every year, Congress and the President sign laws that make us do more things and gives us less money to do it with. I see people in my state, middle-class people, their taxes have gone up in Washington and their services have gone down, while the wealthy have gotten tax cuts. I have seen what's happened in this last 4 years when, in my state, when people lose their jobs, there's a good chance I'll know them by their names. When a factory closes, I know the people who ran it. When the businesses go bankrupt, I know them. And I've been out here for 13 months, meeting in meetings just like this, ever since October, with people like you all over America. People that have lost their jobs, lost their livelihood, lost their health insurance. What I want you to understand is the national debt is not the only cause of that. It is because America has not invested in its people. It is because we have not grown. It is because we've had 12 years of trickle-down economics. We've gone from 1st to 12th in the world in wages. We've had 4 years where we produced no private sector jobs. Most people are working harder for less money than they were making 10 years ago. It is because we are in the grip of a failed economic theory. And this decision you're about to make better be about what kind of economic theory you want. Not just people saying, I'm going to go fix it, but what are we going to do? What I think we have to do is invest in American jobs, American education, control American health care costs, and bring the American people together again.
So what was Clinton doing? Well, before we get to that answer, I want to talk to you about the UK edition of The Apprentice. You may, if you've been watching it, have noticed one of the candidates, a guy called Jim Eastwood. Jim's special ability is exactly like Clinton's. He can just draw people into his world, completely engulf them in a blanket of nice warmthness, and people aren't really sure how he does it.
I've never worked with you, Joy.
I've never worked with you, Jim.
I'm sure you're very good.
Well, the good news is a guy called Michael Ellsberg wrote a book called The Power of Eye Contact. It's a fantastic book. I recommend you check it out. In the book, he describes Clinton's aura, and he breaks it down very simply. He talks about modalities. Now, what a modality is, apart from being a very nasty word, is a behavior. Very simple behavior. For example, touching somebody is a modality. Smiling and making eye contact with them is a modality. Facing them is a modality. Raising your voice as you talk to them is another behavior, is a modality. Winking at them is a modality. And even talking about them is a modality. The trick is, when you communicate to people, is if you combine several of those modalities at once, you come across as warm and charming. For example, if you just speak to somebody with one modality, for example, standing in front of them or just touching them, and not even saying anything, that's going to be very weird and awkward. If you use two modalities, for example, talking to them and facing them, sure, you'll communicate with them, but you'll come across very dry. Using three modalities, facing them, smiling and making eye contact, and talking about them, now you're going to come across a lot more smooth. If you use four modalities, so perhaps standing in front of them, talking about them, smiling and maybe touching them on the elbow, now you're going to come across as very warm. And lastly, you can have five modalities at once, which is where you're standing in front of them perhaps, winking, chatting, smiling, doing all these sorts of things, raising your voice. What happens there is it comes across a little bit creepy. So I'm going to demonstrate using each of these five combinations. So using one modality, two modalities, all the way up to five modalities, and show you the effects of that. I'm going to do it right here, right now. So the first one, I'm guessing, is going to go really awkward. I'm going to come back to the camera, hopefully, and we're going to just sort of, you know, see how each one went and see what the effects are. Now my goal is just to start an initial conversation just to break the ice. That's all I want to achieve at this stage. So without further ado, let's give it a go. Oh, one last thing. I was so intrigued by what Jim did and how Jim communicated with people that I decided to set up an extra video that you can get on my Facebook fan page. Simply go to the link below here, click on it, and you'll get an extra video all about Jim Eastwood and some of the other stuff that he does to make people feel special in his presence. Anyway, here we go. Excuse me, why are you sitting down?
I'm waiting for my friend.
You're just meditating? Oh no, I was just really curious. You're just in a state of zen.
Oh, I'm waiting for my friend.
Oh, I hope they come soon.
We'll have salads and
Excuse me, I'll pay you £1 million for your umbrella.
sorry.
Oh, you're not going to sell it?
No.
Oh, okay, next time. Excuse me, I will pay you £1 million for your umbrella. No, 2 million! 2 million!
2 million for my umbrella.
3 million!
What am I going to use?
Oh, that's the problem. You're gonna, I'm sorry, this is a problem. No?
It's okay, I need it.
Oh, okay. Thanks,
It's
mate.
alright.
Next time.
Next time.
Fuck, Jan, next one.
Okay, so I think we've done 4 there, and I'm going to try and do 5. So, raising my voice, getting in their personal space, just doing everything. I'll probably look like a madman, but let's have a go. Oh my god, I love how casual you look. So relaxed and just chilling out in the rain. Having a good day? Yeah. Awesome. Have a good day anyway. No problem. Yeah, so that was a bit crazy. So there you go. What one went best? I think the 3rd and 4th one actually went best when I did 3 and 4 modalities all at the same time. So here's the trick. Go out there and when you're talking to people, when you're striking out conversations from scratch, mix and match several behaviors together. There's more than just 5 modalities. There's winking, there's high-fiving, there's loads of behaviors. When you mix and match 3 and 4 together, that's where the secret lies. 3 is smooth, 4 creates an impression of warmth, 5, way too much. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out the Facebook page on Jim Eastwood. I recommend it. Spend a bit of time going through all that. Anyway, love you lots. Speak to you shortly. Bye for now.